Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to turn a sublimation tumbler into an epoxy tumbler. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Now I already have my design printed out and I'm using this sublimation paper. This was actually sent to me to review. I've never used them before. I normally use the Hippo sublimation paper. So I found this design. I really love the marble look and I really wanted to see how it would look sublimated on a tumbler. The tumbler that I'm using is a 20-ounce skinny from Hog, and the measurements I use for that is 8.1 by 9.2. That turns out perfect every single time on the Hog tumblers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, tape this up like you would a sublimation tumbler, and I'm going to put it in my convection oven that I have. I don't have a tumbler press. I just use an oven. I personally just like the oven better. And if you want me to do a full tutorial on how to sublimate a tumbler, I can do that. But I'm going to go ahead and speed this part up. That way we can see the final result. Now, this is what the tumbler looks like, taking it out of the paper. First thoughts, I think this tumbler is absolutely gorgeous. It looks beautiful as is, but it does need a little bit of tweaking. So overall, I really like this paper. I think it turned out really good. So it's a great alternative to my Hippo sublimation paper. All right, y'all. Now on to the fun stuff. Welcome to my new setup. So basically what I'm going to do here is all of the gold lines that you see within this tumbler, I'm going to add the metallic flakes, which I got this from the glitter grind, and I'm going to be using the Tack It over and over to apply it. I have a really fine paintbrush here and a little bit of Tack It in a cup and also my heat gun, just to speed up the drying process. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip my paintbrush into the Tack It. I don't dilute mine. It's just personal preference. You could also add a little bit of water. I just find that it works better for me whenever I don't dilute it. So I'm going to go in here with my fine little paintbrush and I'm going to draw in all of the lines here. Now what I'm doing is little sections at a time, and once I get done with one section, I will go ahead and grab my heat gun and I will dry that, speed up the drying process on that section. That way I can add the foils. Now after the Tack It is dry, and you know it's dry because it'll be, very tacky, sticky, you just want to grab some of your foils and then place it down wherever you would like it. And I just like to rub mine in with my finger. Now, if you get any foils out of that line, or if it sticks to a piece of the tumbler that you don't want it to stick to, you could go in with 91% alcohol. And I like to use Q-tips. That's something that'll give me a little bit of precision. Go in with a Q-tip, a little bit of 91% alcohol, and you could scrub that foil right off of there. No problem at all. And you're going to continue doing this throughout the entire tumbler until you get the desired look that you're going for. Now that I'm finished applying my metallic flakes around my tumbler, I really felt like the bottom needed something. So I'm going in with a larger paintbrush and I'm using the Aleene's Tack It over and over. And I'm just going to paint that along through the entire bottom of the tumbler. And I'm going to add those same metallic flakes to the bottom of this tumbler. And this is what our tumbler is going to be looking like after we apply all the foils and getting ready for our coats of epoxy. Now I did add a little bit of Helix, sorry it's upside down, a little bit of Helix to my epoxy. I do have about 20 milliliters, which I don't end up using all of it. And with the Helix, you only want to use maybe like a pea size amount. That's all you need. This stuff is amazing and it will last you forever. I also get that from the Glitter Grind, and I'll have my link for them down in the description box below. And after you add the Helix in there, you just want to give it a little quick stir. Make sure everything is mixed up very well. And you're ready to coat your tumbler with your epoxy. Now you want to make sure that you're doing nice even coats. And then after you're done applying your epoxy, just hit it with your heat gun or your torch, whatever you prefer. I prefer heat gun to pop any bubbles that you may have. And I let mine cure for about 2 hours since I'm using a fast set epoxy. All right, y'all, now this is the final result. I think this tumbler turned out absolutely amazing, and I know this isn't my normal content, but I had to turn this sublimation tumbler into an epoxy tumbler. I had to do something else besides sublimation. But I really hope you enjoyed this video and it inspired you to recreate this tumbler or something similar. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.